gonna go sit with Christina, but I don't want to crowd her.
Yeah, her mother and sisters are with her. Kiefer's dead. Hitting her up.
I just wouldn't. I didn't think things could get any worse for her. I'm probably wasting my breath here, but I don't know. How do you do what you do?
What do you mean?
Well, you've seen what Sonny does to his kids' lives. I mean, Michael's a mess. His guilt, his anger. Christina's not much better. Morgan's a good kid, but it seems like he's living on borrowed time, too. You care about those kids. I've seen it with my own eyes. And I get that you're being loyal to Sonny.
What do you know about loyalty?
These are my brothers and my sister we're talking about here, and I want them to have a better life than they do.
Yes, so do I.
Okay, well then why don't you put aside your hatred you have for me and hear what I'm saying. Protecting Sonny does not protect his kids. It's just the opposite.
I thought I was being followed. All right.
Hey, don't tell me I blanked on a date.
Oh, how could you forget about our all-expenses-paid trip to Hawaii? Haven't you backed yet?
No, I'll dig up the snorkel gear and the fins.
Well, it's too late. We already missed the flight. We're stuck here.
Oh, in a paradise of our own making.
You didn't answer your cell phone, so I was just gonna leave you a note. And I mean, if you want to be alone, I can.
No, let me read the note.
No, I'll just save it for another time that you're not around.
Is that a tease or a challenge? Because sorry, I'm probably gonna be lousy company.
I don't know why you feel the need to entertain me. We can just sit. We can talk about whatever's bothering you.
Michael and Christina, and the hell of a life they've been dragged through. And I finally realized what an ass I've been and how lucky I am. My mother kept me safe from Sonny's world and all the pain that comes along with it. Instead of thanking her, I've been disrespectful and I'm calling her a liar to her face. I mean, you gotta promise me if I do anything that stupid or arrogant or self-righteous ever again, you'll call me on it, knock me upside the head, make sure it sinks in. Yeah. The punk getting my mother's taste in men. And she's got no time for Sonny, which is good, because he's a gangster, but then she's with Johnny, who's a gangster.
Well, when we first started, I thought you were a gangster.
Yeah, but then you found out I was a cop.
So I went from a bad boy to a good one without having to switch men.
Oh, I'm glad I could make it easy on you. You know what? If this is a phase my mother's going through, sure is a long one.
Did your mom date when you were growing up?
I mean, I guess she was just busy focusing on me, not that you can blame her.
Well, I mean, there had to be guys. Your mom's smoking.
That fire scared them all off.
Not Johnny.
Look, I just apologize for criticizing one of my mother's life choices. I'm not going to turn around and give her grief for another one.
Oh, your mom's a grown woman. I just don't think she's who you're worried about.
Michael and Christina, but what can I do?
Well, if you can't find him, I mean, you can't help him.
But even if I could find him, I'm the enemy because I'm taking his father down. And Christina just needs someone to talk to.
You did that. You did that. You helped her admit what happened with Kiefer.
I wasn't good enough. Look, I told you I'd just bring you down. Anyway, mood changer right here, okay? If I can't take you to Maui, I will take Maui to you. So why don't we just turn up the heat, go and hop in the shower, and pretend we're caught in our own tropical storm.
Where did you get this music?
It was a bachelor party of a detective friend a few years ago.
Really? Were there hot hula strippers?
Oh, yeah. There was one.
Really?
You'd have loved him. His name was Douglas.
Yum.
Commitment ceremony for him and his partner. They're still together. Why can't my mother find someone to settle down with and be happy?
Well, maybe Olivia will be happy being single.
Sure. Or maybe she missed out on Mr. Right because of me. She was 15. She could have had a whole different life. It took guts for her to have me. She could have taken the easy road and had an abortion.
Didn't know that your mom considered not having you.
Well, she could have been selfish and made that choice. I'm sure it crossed her mind, right? I mean, an unmarried, pregnant teenager, unhappy with who the father was. I mean, sure, she had family and plenty of support, but she pretty much raised me all on her own.
You can't argue with the results.
And I dumped on her for doing exactly what she did my whole life, which was protect me.
With all the harm that Sonny did to his kids, he did one good thing for Morgan and Christine and Michael. He had you.
Wait, you going?
Yeah, I mean, you got a lot of stuff on your mind. I'm just in the way.
Well, no, that could never be, so stay.
Max is in the hospital, and I'm trying to cover the slack, and I got lots of deadlines. I just came by to give you the note.
But I'd love to read it.
Maybe next time.
All right, I can't wait.
You know, we don't have to wait here.
You think it's morbid for me to come back to the place that I got pregnant when I'm about to get unpregnant?
No. Whatever you need to do.
Well, the clinic said not to eat or drink 8 hours before, but outside of that, I don't know how to prepare for an abortion.
Well, I'm pretty sure nobody does.